friends, I love stories, and I love to know the stories behind the vintage pieces that I own. In this video, I am going to tell you the story behind many of my favorite wardrobe pieces. Welcome to the Dress Up Mom. If you're already a subscriber, thank you, and I love you. If you haven't subscribed, please do, and tap the bell for notifications. To me, stories and knowing the background on things evokes feelings and memories and emotions that I like to carry through with me. I think that's one of the reasons that I love vintage so much. I know some people are freaked out about going and shopping and thrifting and going through other people's things, or like my sister one time told me, dead people's stuff. I love that. And I so wish that the articles of clothing could speak and tell me the stories behind the people that wore them in the past. I just think it's fascinating. Now, this was not something that I grew up with. We always bought everything new, and I was exposed to it when I got married, and my mother-in-law and I would go and do this, and I just fell in love with it. Thank you so much, Jerry. You have opened up this whole passion in me. I know she watches my videos. In this video, what I thought I would do is share with you the stories behind a couple of my favorite pieces that I own. They happen to be things that were given to me, and then I am going to show you a piece that I recently got that I so wish I knew the story behind. I'm going to start with this purse. I was super close to my grandmother. She was really an important figure in my life, and she was a minimalist. She didn't have a lot of things. She came from a war-torn country, but she had her favorite things that she wore for a long time when she would get them, and she would get nice pieces. So this purse is something that she would wear a lot. I remember it with her. Whenever she went somewhere fancy, she would pick up her little black purse, and it's this really nice leather bag, all inside leather. It used to have this like really tiny little leather strap, but I took that off and I went and had this amazing sort of strap put on it by somebody that I did custom. Is I actually have her name etched here, and then I had these little inlets put into it with this paisley. The pieces in here are from an altar cloth from Amma, the hugging saint, who also is just such an incredible motherly figurehead to me. When I wear this purse, I have so many wonderful memories and emotions attached to it. It's also quite utilitarian. It fits a lot and goes with a lot of things. But I can picture my grandmother, I picture a hug from Amma, and it just feels great. I have shared this belt before, just an amazing piece, this animal print. It's a big, bold, wide belt with a huge buckle, and it's leather inside. It is made so well, and this used to be my husband's aunt, Aunt Marie's. Now, Marie was a working gal in the 50s, 60s, 70s, and she would wear this belt. I picture her wearing it in this office that she was in. She worked in a big Fortune 500 corporation, and she was the secretary to a senior executive. And I just kind of always think of it as like a Mad Men type situation. I picture her in a dress with this belt around her in this kind of Mad Men-ish office, which I know a lot of bad things happened during the Mad Men age, but I'm sure she had a lot of fun in this belt too. So when I wear it, I like to evoke her spirit. Next are these shoes. These shoes are Le Petit Jean. They're made in Paris. They're this beautiful suede, and then it's etched with a gold trim here, and just nice leather. I had the sole thing put on them and rehealed a couple times, but somehow they stay really in nice shape. They have a cool ankle piece to them here. It goes around the ankle. Delicate, really, I think a nice sort of scalloped edges here that I find are so pretty, and they fit me perfectly. Now, the story behind these I love. These are from the 1980s, and they were my mom's. And I remember my mom would put these on whenever she went somewhere fancy. My mom was a really good dresser. She didn't go out fancy often, but when she did, these babies would come on. And I used to love seeing them on her. I knew she would have a great time when she was wearing them. And so I asked her if she ever got sick of them, if she could please give them to me. And she did, probably 25 years ago. Now, whenever I get to go out on a really fancy, fun night, I put them on and also have a great time and sort of think about her and the fact that these shoes are so amazing and so well made that they've lasted this amount of time. Maybe even my daughter will wear them one day. Next is this necklace that my aunt gave me. Now it is a beautiful gold, 100% gold coin that is super old. It's a US $10 coin and it is marked 1903. It has this sun sort of a feel to it and a nice long beautiful chain. This is super special to me because my aunt gave it to me on my 50th birthday, and she told me that it was one of the first things that my uncle ever bought for her. Now, this aunt and uncle of mine played a really big role in my growing up and in my life in general. I'm very close to both of them. My uncle has passed away, and it was even more special because my aunt gave it to me even after he had passed, and it obviously held so much memory for her. So when I wear this, I feel so special and so loved. So those are some of my favorite pieces and the stories behind them. This is a dress that I bought at The Way We Wore up in LA, my favorite vintage shop up there, owned by the amazing Doris Raymond. If you don't watch their YouTube channel, please do and subscribe. It is such a great channel. I went up there and I did a video, I'll link it up here, and I found this amazing dress. This is from the 1920s. It was in great shape. I had to fix some of the lace a little bit, and it isn't normally the kind of dress I would pick out, but I fell in love with it. It fit me really well. I love the kind of high neck on it with this beautiful lace inlay, the slip underneath. And I mean, I was just blown away that this dress is 100 years old or more, and it's just beautiful. It feels so nice on too. I would so love to know the women who have worn this dress before. I mean, if it could just please talk and tell me or show me some pictures of that, I would love it. Who bought it? Like, what was the story? Where did it get worn? And then how did it make its way down to me 100 years later, who is now going to be wearing this to special occasions? I just can't wait to have like the perfect occasion to wear this little black dress too, and have it for years to come and pass it down. I get to be part of the legacy of this dress. I like to make up the stories sometimes if I don't know them, so I kind of have pictures in my head of who might have worn it first and then how it maybe made its way down into the 50s with someone else, maybe in the 70s, and then now me. And I almost felt like this dress called out to me because, again, it's not something I normally would wear. So whatever the essence is in there, it kind of feels good. Do you do this? Do you like to have pieces around you that have stories and evoke memories and have the feelings? I would love to know your stories in the comments below. Thank you so much for tuning in. I so appreciate it. Until next time, have some fun and dress it up a little.